Despite the laughable pile of absurdities that makes up the theoretical foundation of homeopathy, and despite the absence of convincing scientific evidence that homeopathy is effective, usage of homeopathy is shockingly prevalent around the world. As we read in the American Journal of Public Health in 2016, quote, among U.S. adults, 2.1% used homeopathy within the past 12 months, end quote. And as Wikipedia writes, quote, by 2007, in the United States, $3.1 billion were spent on homeopathic medicine, end quote. Things are much worse elsewhere in the world. As the Homeopathy Research Institute writes, quote, worldwide, over 200 million people use homeopathy on a regular basis. 10% of people in the UK use homeopathy, an estimated 6 million people. 100 million EU citizens, some 29% of the EU's population, use homeopathic medicines in their day-to-day healthcare. India leads in terms of number of people using homeopathy, with 100 million people depending solely on homeopathy for their medical care, end quote. Homeopathy is not just a harmless delusion. These are billions of dollars being squandered on junk medicine, and these are tens of thousands of homeopaths dedicating their lives to this pseudoscience, when they could instead be doing something to actually make the world a better place. If even a fraction of this money was spent on medical research, what new treatments, what new drugs, what new cures could have been discovered? There is a real opportunity cost here, and this entire industry is responsible for the misusing of an enormous amount of time, energy, and financial resources. Not only that, but people are harmed in a much more direct way than this when they forego conventional treatment and instead turn to homeopathy. What'sTheHarm.net provides the following examples. Quote, a physician/homeopath advised Janeza Podgorsic to use homeopathic preventatives for malaria prior to a trip to Africa. After he returned with the disease, she continued to treat him with homeopathy. He died. Her license was revoked and she got 2 years probation. Gloria Thomas was diagnosed with eczema at 4 months. Her father, who taught and practiced homeopathy, treated her using that instead. She died of sepsis caused by broken skin due to her eczema. The mother refused antibiotics for the baby's ear infection, preferring homeopathic advice. The baby grew more ill and was eventually hospitalized with meningitis. The baby died, end quote. At this point, it's worth considering when governments and regulation should step in to put a stop to such nonsense. If it's clear that homeopathy is junk medicine, should we as a society allow it to be sold and prescribed as if it's an effective treatment? If I just started selling inert sugar pills that promise to treat your allergies, your back pain, and so forth, would I not be rightly accused of defrauding the public? And since homeopathic pills are indistinguishable from placebos, at the molecular level and as the scientific research shows, what is the difference? Practitioners of homeopathy might believe that their treatments are effective, but this is no more an argument in favor of their sale than would be the heartfelt belief that a completely ineffective seatbelt would prevent you from being launched out of your windshield in a head-on collision. There should obviously be some sort of testing and standards that purported medical treatments are subjected to before they're allowed to be sold to the public as an effective treatment, and I can't imagine a world where it's reasonable for homeopathy to meet these criteria. I'm on Patreon. There's a link in the description if you'd like to support my content. I would really appreciate it. There's also social media links in there if you want to follow me there. I'm trying to build up some of those followings. I would really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe for more videos if you haven't already. Hit the bell, hit the like button, post a fucking comments. All that fun stuff that's standard on YouTube. You know the fucking drill. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this.